Hey everyone, thought I'd do a little commentary here on one of my old documentaries. This is actually 16 years old. This footage here was food that was supposed to resemble World War II. This was Cafe Gratitude, and that was my friend Poonam. We used to do food reviews together. And the waitress was asking us like what we were grateful for. Cafe Gratitude was a restaurant where I believe they served mostly raw food. It was an interesting experience. I mean, I really did like the food. I don't think they're around anymore. But yeah, this was our little segment. So we would go around different restaurants around San Francisco and review them. But this particular segment I did on my own, and it was the 53rd and 6th Avenue Platter Stand, which has been around New York since 1990. They were the first group to introduce halal food to New Yorkers, and it was a big hit with the taxi drivers because during that time they struggled finding halal food, especially during their night shift. But I wanted to interview one of the owners, and that's Mohammed. He was one of the three friends who brought the platter stand to the States. And this couple, they were really cute. They loved coming to the platter stand about like once or twice a week. I really like these guys too. I forget where they worked, but they didn't work too far from the stand. Um, Muhammad was really funny, actually. I really enjoyed, talking to him and, getting to know the business sense. So when I came here in 2002 and my editor brought me here, I was told that they were bringing in about $10,000 a night because they were open from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. So they were a big hit, not only among the taxi drivers, but the club goers as well. So the lines would be massively long. Oh, this guy, I really liked him. Oh, this taxi driver, he was really cool. Stopping to talk to me. I remember he thought that the white sauce had garlic in it. But what they used to do, I don't know if they do this anymore. The taxis were allowed to pull up by the stand and eat their meal before they went back on the shift. So I always thought that was really sweet that they always put the drivers first. Muhammad was a massive supporter of taxi drivers, and that he told me that they were his best customers. And the taxi drivers, this was even before influencers was a buzzword. The taxi drivers were the platter stands influencers, telling people that, oh, you got to check out the stand, or, if you're going to a show at Radio City, be sure to pop by, 53rd and 6th Avenue, right across the street from the Hilton, and, try out the platter stand. So this part I'm asking them, I think, what is in the white sauce. But now that they're a brick and mortar chain, they have chains all around the world. You can check out the label and see like what's in the white sauce. This guy was kind of funny. He kind of reminds me of like one of the bros like in the gym that you can just kind of have like a bit of a shit talk or banter with. Yeah, this part I think we were talking about the taxi drivers. This is where I used the B-roll footage from Times Square. It is funny when you're looking at your videos from a long time ago. Like I said, this is 16 years old. It's so crazy, but you realize these like little things that I wish I could have gone back and maybe like edit this or took out this. Oh, I asked this guy to take a bite. Oh, we were having a little bit of banter here. He told me he'd come like I think he told me he comes here about like 3 times a week. I was like, oh, you stay in shape. And he goes, well, I go to the gym, I work out. That is not the point. But no, he was funny. You have to remember this was pre-pandemic. So this was shot in 2008, and I believe it was around the time I did a 21-mile walk for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So I believe this was after the walk, and I was just looking for, something to do. But when I went back to New York, my original idea was to use this clip and then shoot a new segment where I re-interview Mohammed, 16 years later. But he has since retired from the company. So wish him all the best. But thank you so much for tuning into my commentary. And if you're ever in New York, go to 53rd and 6th Avenue to the Halal Guys Platter Stand. You won't regret it.